called The Green Box. And it was about my childhood until I was like 14.
It's an awesome book.
I really enjoyed writing it,
Awesome.
And so, yeah, that was my childhood. It was very adventurous.
And where did you grow up?
In Newton.
Okay.
Yeah. And, I mean, my parents never told me, don't do this, don't do that. They just let me go. It was like letting a bird out of the cage, And I never did anything really bad, so I guess it was okay, I did smoke for a while, secretly. But I gave that up until about when I was 20 years old or something. But then I gave that up. I've given everything up, actually.
So, tell us about your childhood hero. Who was your hero growing up?
Oh, my hero growing up? Oh, it'd be my father. Yeah, my father was a very gentle, very sweet man. And I knew he loved me. I mean, I didn't think about it at the time, of course. But later on, I realized how much he loved me. I mean, I was saying to Ted, he loved me so much that when I brought my report card home and I showed him that I had flunked Latin, he said, "Oh, that's okay." That's okay, he said. We don't speak Latin anyway. he was very loose with my education. But we always told stories. That was a biggie in our life. Yeah, my father would he'd tell me everything about. He was sort of like a social studies teacher, because he would tell me what was going on in the world, and he never seemed to keep anything back. So he was my hero. Yeah.
Excellent. We're gonna come back to the storytelling, because I have a feeling that's a trait or
yes. Were you just doing that?
Oh yeah, I've been recording this whole time, right down to the cigarettes, by the way. All right, so Ted, I'm going to put the spotlight on you for 1 second.
Sure.
Who was your hero growing up?
I don't want it to sound like my dad, but it was my dad. Really, if you can answer it in two ways, both my parents are my heroes. My mom has always been the realist kind of person who kept me on that path. But my dad, he taught me to dream. He really taught me to dream. I remember as a kid just driving to Canada, and he would look out and say, "Oh, look at that license plate. It's from Maine. Why are they going to Canada?" And that's what storytellers do. Why? He would always ask the question, why? And that opened up the world for me to come up with my own answer. And that guy driving to Maine, he had found gold in his lobster trap or something, and now he's going to Canada. I don't know why he's going to Canada, but that's not just why my dad's my hero. He's my hero because whenever he made a mistake, he owned up to it. And he taught me that, you can make mistakes. And I think the real heroes in life are the people who actually look at themselves and say, you know what, I can change some things. And that I look at it and I go, that's pretty cool. So if he's given me that, I'm not always successful at that. But it's something that I always kind of hold on to. Is like, okay, I messed up, own it, learn from it, and move on.
Beautiful.